When children in Lagos start disappearing through impossible technology that makes them vanish in plain sight, 12-year-old genius Kemi Adebayo discovers they're being harvested for their memories, talents, and dreams by a secret organization. But here's the twist that will break the internet. The children are still conscious and sending coded messages through their smartphones even after they disappear. Kemi and her friends must decode these messages in real time, race against a 72-hour countdown before the children's memories are permanently erased, and expose a conspiracy that reaches the highest levels of society, all while dodging high-tech hunters who are now targeting them. "Emeka, can you hear me?" 12-year-old Kemi speaks into her phone. On screen, her friend Emeka waves from his bedroom. "Yes, I can hear you perfectly." Suddenly, Emeka's image flickers and his bedroom door opens by itself. His eyes go wide with terror. "Kemi, something's wrong. There's no one here, but the door just..." The screen goes white. When it clears, Emeka is gone. His phone is still connected, still showing his empty bedroom, but he has completely vanished. Title card. This video call was recorded 3 days ago. Emeka is still missing, but he's still sending messages. Kemi Adebayo isn't just any 12-year-old. She's a tech prodigy who codes apps, hacks school computers for fun, ethically, and runs a YouTube channel about solving digital mysteries. Her followers love watching her break down viral videos and debunk fake content. But the video call with Emeka isn't fake. It's terrifyingly real. Living in a smart compound in Victoria Island, Lagos, Kemi has access to her father's high-tech security system. When she reviews the footage from Emeka's building, she discovers something impossible. The security cameras show Emeka entering his room but never leaving. Yet the room is empty. Here's where it gets viral-worthy. Emeka's phone is still active. It's sending cryptic messages. Text 1, room spinning. Can't remember sister's name, help. Text 2, they're taking pieces of me. Numbers 15.7, 21, 11, 5, 13.9. Text 3, Kemi, trust no adults. They have technology we don't understand. Kemi realizes the numbers are a code. Episode ends with another child disappearing live during their investigation, and this time they capture it on Kemi's drone camera. The footage is so impossible it immediately goes viral. The impossible footage Kemi posted gets 2 million views in 6 hours. Comments pour in from around the world, with people trying to debunk it, solve the mystery, and share their own similar experiences. But the real breakthrough comes from an unexpected source. The missing children themselves are watching the videos and responding. Kemi discovers that all the missing children's phones are still active on a hidden network, using advanced tracking software that she borrows from her cybersecurity expert mother. She maps their signals. The children aren't just missing, they're being held in a massive underground facility beneath Lagos's business district. But here's the viral twist. They're still conscious, still themselves, but they're having their memories, skills, and talents slowly extracted through some kind of high-tech process. Working with her global YouTube audience, who are now obsessively following the case, Kemi decodes more messages. They scan our brains daily. Taking math skills first. I used to know calculus. Now I struggle with basic addition.
From FundMe, new victim. They harvest different things from each kid. Taking my art skills, can barely draw stick figures now, but I remember everything about the process. Location, beneath First Bank Tower. From Aduni. Guards speak foreign language, saw briefcases of money. This is bigger than Lagos. Using her coding skills, Kemi discovers the technology isn't magic, it's cutting-edge neuroscience combined with holographic projection. The children are being held in a facility that uses advanced brain scanning to map and extract specific skills, holographic technology to make them disappear in plain sight, neural dampening fields that make them invisible to most cameras, memory transfer technology that's worth billions on the black market. Episode ends with Kemi's little brother Tunde texting her, "I'm scared. They're coming for me next. I can see the white light starting to surround me." Kemi watches in horror through her home security system as 8-year-old Tunde sits in their living room doing homework. Suddenly, the air around him shimmers. A holographic field begins forming. "Tunde, run!" she screams into her phone. But Tunde can't hear her. The field completes, and he vanishes, leaving only his pencil rolling across the floor. 30 seconds later, her phone buzzes. "Kemi, I'm somewhere dark. They say I have 72 hours before they take my memories forever. Save me." Using Tunde's GPS signal and the clues from other children, Kemi maps the exact location. 5 stories beneath First Bank Tower, Lagos's most secure building. The facility is massive, holding not just Nigerian children, but kids from across West Africa. Through hacked security feeds, they see the horrifying truth. Children strapped to high-tech chairs with neural crowns, giant screens showing their extracted memories being transferred to adult buyers, a countdown timer showing 71:42:15 and decreasing the buyers. Kemi discovers the extracted memories and skills are being sold to politicians who want children's creativity for campaigns, CEOs purchasing mathematical genius for business deals, athletes buying coordination and reflexes, students' parents purchasing academic abilities for their own kids. Episode ends with live footage of Tunde in the facility and a mysterious message. If you want your brother back, come alone to Victoria Island Pier at midnight. Come with friends, and he dies. Kemi faces an impossible choice. And for the first time, she asks her YouTube audience to vote in real time. Go alone and likely get captured. Bring friends and risk Tunde's life. Find a third option. Comments flood in with creative solutions. The winning idea: go alone, but live stream everything so the world can see. At Victoria Island Pier, Kemi meets Dr. Sarah Okonkwo, a brilliant neuroscientist who was supposed to be developing treatments for memory loss in elderly patients. Your brother is very special, Dr. Okonkwo says calmly. His mathematical abilities are extraordinary for an 8-year-old. My buyers are offering 50 million naira for his skills. You're stealing children's minds, Kemi shouts. I'm redistributing wasted potential. These children will live normal lives afterward just without their special gifts. The buyers will use those gifts to benefit society. Dr. Okonkwo reveals the scope. This isn't just happening in Lagos. There are facilities in 12 countries, all run by a global network called the Potential Project. They've successfully transferred over 1,000 children's abilities to wealthy buyers. Your government officials know, your police commissioners know, even some of your parents know and have sold access to their children's minds. Episode ends with Dr. Okonkwo's offer: join us. Help us identify more gifted children. In exchange, your brother keeps his memories, and you become very rich.
Kemi has 48 hours left. Dr. Okonkwo's offer seems like the only way to save Tunde, but accepting means betraying every other child in the facility. Her YouTube audience is divided. 40% say save Tunde at any cost, 35% say save all the children, 25% say there must be another way. The ally from within a breakthrough comes from an unexpected source. One of the missing children, Segun, has been pretending his memory extraction was successful. He's been secretly documenting everything from inside the facility. His coded message reveals the facility's security weakness. It shuts down for 10 minutes every day at 3:33 a.m. for system updates. Location of the memory storage servers. Dr. Okonkwo's personal access codes, which he overheard. Working with Taiwo's parkour skills and Amara's perfect memory, they devise an impossible plan. 1. Infiltrate during the 10-minute security window. 2. Locate the memory servers and restore all extracted memories. 3. Broadcast everything live to expose the conspiracy. 4. Escape with all the children during the chaos. Episode ends with the team preparing for the mission, but Kemi receives a final message from Tunde. They're starting my procedure early. 6 hours left, I love you, sister. 3:33 a.m. Security systems go dark. Taiwo scales the First Bank Tower using parkour moves that seem impossible, while Kemi hacks the building's elevator systems remotely. Amara stays outside as their communication hub and lookout. The descent into the underground facility is terrifying, 5 stories down through maintenance shafts, with only Tunde's GPS signal to guide them. What they find is worse than imagined. 200 children from across West Africa, all connected to neural extraction machines. Some have been there for months, reduced to empty shells who barely remember their own names. Kemi finds Tunde just as they're preparing to start his extraction. He's conscious but can barely recognize her. They've already taken some of his early childhood memories as preparation. Using Segun's intelligence, they locate the massive quantum servers storing all the extracted memories. Each memory is labeled with a price tag and buyer information revealing politicians, celebrities, and business leaders from around the world. Kemi starts live streaming directly to her YouTube channel, showing the world the underground facility. Within minutes, millions of viewers are watching the impossible footage. Comments explode. "This can't be real. Call the police. Someone save those kids. The government has to act now." Episode ends with alarms blaring as security realizes they've been breached. They have 3 minutes before armed guards arrive. With guards closing in, Kemi faces the most complex hack of her life. She needs to reverse engineer the memory extraction process and restore everything to its original owners, all while the facility's AI security system tries to stop her. Her livestream now has 10 million viewers. Programmers from around the world start posting code solutions in the comments. A viewer in Japan solves part of the encryption. A coder in Germany cracks the compression algorithm. It's the world's first real-time, crowdsourced hacking operation to save kidnapped children. As Kemi uploads the restoration program, something miraculous happens. The children begin waking up and remembering who they are. Amika suddenly recalls his sister's name. Funmi starts drawing beautiful pictures again. Skills and memories flood back. But the process is slow, too slow. With guards about to breach the server room, Taiwo makes a heroic choice. He stays behind to buy Kemi time, using his parkour skills to lead guards on an impossible chase through the facility's maze-like structure. Episode ends with 70% of memories restored, but Taiwo captured and Kemi having to choose between completing the restoration or saving her friend. Kemi faces her greatest test: save Taiwo now, or finish restoring all the children's memories. The audience votes in real time, and surprisingly, even Taiwo, through his captured phone, votes for her to finish the mission. "Save everyone first," he texts. "Heroes don't leave people behind." With Amara coordinating from outside and millions of viewers helping solve technical problems, Kemi completes the memory restoration. 200 children across the facility suddenly remember everything: their families, their skills, their identities. The children begin helping themselves, using their restored abilities to overcome guards and security systems. What follows is the most spectacular escape sequence ever. 200 children with extraordinary abilities working together to break out of an underground facility. Engineers rebuild elevators, artists create distractions, mathematicians calculate perfect escape routes. Dr. Okonkwo makes one final attempt to stop them, revealing that destroying the facility will collapse part of Lagos's financial district above. But Kemi has one last surprise. She's been recording everything, and the live stream has reached government officials who've surrounded the building. Dr. Okonkwo's own backers are abandoning her to save themselves. All children safely evacuated, but the global conspiracy is still operating in 11 other countries. Kemi's live stream has sparked a global movement. Children and parents in 12 countries are sharing similar stories. Her memory thieves becomes the world's biggest hashtag. Government investigations launch simultaneously across continents. The potential project facilities in Brazil, India, Kenya, and 8 other countries are raided within 24 hours. Back home, Kemi's family is reunited, but Tunde struggles with having lost some early memories permanently. He's still brilliant, but those stolen childhood moments can never be fully restored. The 3 friends are heroes, but they're also changed by what they've experienced. They've seen how adults can fail children, and how sometimes kids have to save themselves. Just when everything seems resolved, Kemi receives a mysterious message. The potential project was just the beginning. There are other experiments, other children who need heroes like you. Will you answer the call? Episode ends with a map showing 50 new locations worldwide where similar activities might be happening. 3 months later, Kemi, Taiwo, and Amara have become international symbols of youth empowerment. They've started a global network called Young Heroes Unite that helps children in danger worldwide. Their YouTube channel has 50 million subscribers, and they receive messages from kids in every continent asking for help with mysteries and dangers their adults won't believe. Their first international case comes from Mumbai, India. Children are disappearing, but this time they're being replaced by perfect replicas that their own families can't distinguish from the originals. Working with local heroes Priya, a 13-year-old tech genius from Mumbai, and Jose, a 12-year-old investigator from São Paulo, they begin uncovering a new conspiracy even bigger than the memory thieves. Episode ends with the setup for Season 2, where they'll tackle child replacement technology, time manipulation experiments, and other impossible crimes against children. This episode focuses on healing and growth. The saved children are working with therapists, families are rebuilding trust, and the community is stronger than ever. Kemi learns that heroism isn't just about dramatic rescues. It's about helping people heal and preventing future tragedies. Lagos throws a massive celebration for the young heroes. But more importantly, the episode shows how the adventure has changed them. Kemi is more confident but also more aware of responsibility. Taiwo has become a mentor to younger kids learning parkour. Amara uses her memory skills to help trauma victims remember happy times. Tunde, despite his losses, has become an advocate for other affected children. The confiscated memory technology is being repurposed to help people with Alzheimer's disease and traumatic brain injuries. Some of the stolen memories are even being used to create educational programs that help other children learn faster. Episode ends with a message of hope about how even terrible technology can be used for good when it's in the right hands. 1 year later, Kemi stands before the United Nations Youth Assembly, representing young people worldwide who've stood up against injustice. Her speech is simple but powerful. Adults often forget that children see things they miss. We notice when something is wrong, and when adults won't listen, sometimes we have to save ourselves and each other. Every one of you who helped solve our codes, who shared our videos, who believed in us, you were part of saving 200 children. You proved that when people work together, even kids can change the world. New impossible disappearances reported in Tokyo. Children vanishing into mirrors and coming back. Different. We need the Young Heroes Unite team. Are you ready for your next adventure? Kemi smiles at the camera and says, "What do you think? Should we take the case? The end, or is it?"